This is Algebraic Expressions Part 2, and we're going to be taking a look at the distributive property. The distributive property lets you multiply a sum by multiplying each addend separately and then adding the products together. So basically, here is our addition problem, and each part of the addition problem is called an addend. And instead of adding these together, especially since I don't know the value of x here, I'm going to use the distributive property, and I'm going to take 6 and I'm going to multiply it separately by each addend. So first I'm going to multiply 6 times x, and then I'm going to multiply 6 times 2, and I'm going to add them together. Well, I don't know what x is, so I can just simplify this as 6x, but I can do 6 plus 2 and I get 12. So to simplify this expression using the distributive property, I arrive at 6x plus 12. Really, the distributive property is helping us perform repeated addition through multiplication. When I see 4 times the quantity x plus 3, it's really just saying that I'm going to add x plus 3 4 times. So if I add all those 3's together, I get 12, and if I add all these x's together, I get 4x. But really, we're doing it in a shortcut fashion. So when I have this problem, all I'm really doing is multiplying 4 by the first addend, x, and I get 4x. And then I multiply 4 by the second addend, and 4 times 3, I get 12. And it saves me having to do all that work. This also will work with differences, subtraction problems. So really 3 times the quantity x minus 2 is really saying that we're going to combine 3 of these x minus 2's. So if I'm doing minus 2 minus 2 minus 2, I'm subtracting 6, and x, I have 3x. But the shorter and faster version of this is to use my distributive property. So basically, I'll take my 3 and I'll distribute it to the first number here. 3 times x is 3x. Distribute it to my second number. 3 times 2 is 6. And this time it's a difference. I'm subtracting them. So I get 3x minus 6. We can also use this when trying to find the area of a rectangle where we're not given all of the numbers. So to find the area of a rectangle, we use the formula base times height or length times width. So in this case, I'm multiplying my width of 4 times my length of the quantity 3 plus c. In order to quickly simplify this, I can use my distributive property. So 4 times 3 gives me 12, and 4 times c gives me 4c. I don't know what the units are here, but I know it's an area, so it's going to be units squared. Let's try this with another rectangle here. So we're doing length times width, or width times length. I've got a times the quantity b minus 6. So this time I have a difference. So a gets multiplied by my first number, and it's b, so a times b, or ab. And a times my second number, which is 6, gives me 6a. So I'm subtracting them this time, and so it's area. Area is always whatever my units is, squared. So ab minus 6a units squared.